Hello, this is gonna be a video response to Jax from Tarot Tales, right? Because she posted a very interesting video a few days ago and I thought I'd change up the scenery a bit. I'm gonna link her video down below so you will see what she originally said about the topic. I think it's a very interesting way to use the cards because, as you can see from the title, it's the past, present and future. And when I first saw the video, I thought that she's gonna be talking about how you read past, present, future in cards, which is very interesting for me. I like to see people reading timelines into readings cards, because I don't really do that. I mean, most people don't, but some people do. Nothing wrong with either, I think. But her idea was to show your, not the whole entire past, because then I could just hold up a tarot deck and be like, this was my past and this is gonna be my present and my future, but to show some cards that represent a significant part of your past, your present and hopefully your future, or wherever you would like to see yourself going. And I thought that I would do the same and read the cards, because one of them is my favorite card from the deck. I would show you the other cards, other illustrations, other versions of that card. So pretty much just show you which card is my favorite one, but I'm kind of blabbering, so I'm gonna start with saying that my past, I tried to use choose 2 cards for each section, but I had to choose 3 for the first one, and it's not a fun topic, and I'm gonna expand on this in November, because I plan on doing a shadow month in November on my channel. This is the Fun with Tarot month in October on my channel, so if you're looking for fun tarot pick cards, you can find that. But in November I want to go into more serious and deeper things, and one of the videos that I plan on doing is talking about why I started using tarot, and I can already say that it's gonna be a fun video where I'm gonna probably cry and stuff like that. So if you're curious about that, then please subscribe and come back later. But so, without going into too much details, because like I said, I will go, I have to show you as one of the postcards, the Tower, and I have the Centennial edition of the Rider-Waite for this video. The Tower, the Ten of Swords, and as a transitional card, the Death. And yeah, if you know anything about tarot, you know how fun this must have been. But in short, I got really sick. Tower, suddenly, really sick. I thought that I would die. Almost died a few times, fun times. So yeah, I did actually feel like the most serious version, felt like the most serious version of the Ten of Swords. But then things changed, and a huge transformation started, and that's why I think I'm not afraid, and I had never been afraid of the Death card, because I mean, no, I take that back. When I first started to hearing about the meaning, I was like, I can understand that, because I changed a lot, like a lot, because of what happened. But I don't think that change ever stopped. I'm going through cycles, and this year, interestingly enough, not because of Corona, but I am again going through stuff. But I think I would have gone through the same with or without Corona, because I usually live in my head, so staying home and thinking was pretty much I did anyway. But that's what I'm trying to be more optimistic about my present, because my postcards happened like started more than 15 years ago. Not 50, I'm not that old. But you know, the effects are still playing out. I chose the Strength card as one of my, why does it look so weird? Present card, because I'm struggling, you know, sometimes, a lot of times, with finding strength to do stuff, but I know that I have to, pretty much. Yay, happy, optimistic video. But the other one is the Eight of Pentacles, because finally I'm at that stage with my first novel, which is, I mean, the fact that I'm even mentioning is a huge deal, because I pretty much wanted to write a book since, I don't know, ever since I dared to, you know, dream about something like that. But I always thought that I'm not going to, I don't have the talent, and you need to be, you like, you know, have to get up at one day and just start writing and then have a book, because that's how it works. And then I find it out that nope, you write something meh at first, and then you start editing, and if you're good at editing, then there's a chance. So I'm hoping that I can see my book one day, you know, printed, because that's pretty much what I just want. But I already reached the point where I gave it to people to read it, and I got positive feedback, which was amazing, and I'm gonna be forever grateful. And I'm not kidding, if I die tomorrow, at least I know that my story is in a form that I'm not saying it's done, because there's a lot of editing and stuff like that remaining, but the story itself is there. I'm just right now translating it into English, because like I said, I would like to see it getting published, and that's not gonna happen in the current situation in Hungary, so at least I don't think so. So yep, that's the Eight of Pentacles, because it's a lot of work, and I lost my confidence a lot regarding this one, and I'm changing jobs and all that. So yeah, maybe I should have put Temperance in here as well, but I think Strength and the Eight of Pentacles is a good representation for my current, I'm just looking down the cards, situation, because for me it's not easy to stay in a place where, you know, you're refining, you're repeating, and you're doing the boring job, so to speak. And because I'm very much that, let's, you know, start something new and exciting, and then just get bored with it, so to speak, after a while. And this is the first thing, I think, that I persisted, and I sat down and wrote every day, and then I continued, and you know, I'm already at like at least the fourth draft, so I'm kind of proud of myself for not letting myself to get in my own way. But so yeah, that's my present at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of other things, but these are the, I think, most shareable and impactful, I think. And I have three, or no, better to say 2 + 1 for the future, because one of them is the Nine of Cups. It's in the back. It's so cool. I like the colorization, the color theme of this deck, and that's what sometimes I'm already reached this point, but I would like to end up being, you know, like in a very content happy place where that's the Nine of Cups is not wish fulfillment in that, oh, my wishes are fulfilled in a way. I don't read it, maybe I just don't understand the same thing under those words, or under, no, that's a direct translation from Hungarian, so it's not working. But anyway, so for me, the Nine of Cups means a place where you're happy to be, where you're happy with everything you have in your life. You're open to receive more if that would happen, but if it doesn't, then you have things in your life where you find happiness, and you're grateful for it, you know, and you're just, yeah, happy. And I think if I could ever reach that point and reach it for a longer period of time, that would be like awesome. And the other card is my absolute favorite card in the deck, and this is the High Priestess. And I'm not gonna say that, oh, I'm the High Priestess, because come on now, I'm not that full of myself. But she was the one that I immediately connected with. I have a tattoo. I mean, I have more than one, but can you see? It's a little too. And I got this for a different reason, but after a while that reason just went out the window. But when I went to the tarot course that I did last year, and we went through the deck, as soon as we were on the second card, I was like, yep, she's gonna be my favorite card ever. And it's interesting because the lady who did the course, she said that it's not that of a good card. I don't remember why she said it, so maybe I should check. But I remember, that she described her as someone who's keeping a lot of things to herself and being sometimes maybe deceitful. I don't want to say, put words into her mouth. I just remember that she communicated that it's not that of a good card, and I was like, I still think we're meant to be, so to speak. And then the more I learned about the card, the more I associated with the meaning, and I don't think it's a bad card at all. It's not an emotional card, but I'm not an emotional being. I wish, I could be like a Queen of Wands, very calm and warm and family oriented and all that caring, but I'm just not like that. I live in my head, like I said, and I like thinking about things, and it's easier for me to think than feel. Yeah, I need therapy, I know that, but and the other reason is that I got that feedback over the years from my friends that they like to talk to me about their problems because they think that I give good advice. And like, I'm not saying this to pat myself on the back, because I'm sure that half of the time if I just said something stupid, but that's part of it. The reason why I do readings for others, because I think that's my way to help and to try to be a better listener and friends, so to speak. But more on that in the fun video in November, so yeah, please stick around. And so I'm gonna show you a few cards from the High Priestess, because that's my favorite card. But I just wanted to say that even though I would like to be a Nine of Cups, I hope one day I will reach the Ten of Cups stage, because that would be fun to be, have my own family and the white picket fence and all that stuff. But if it's not in the cards for me, because who the hell knows, the evidence is not really pointing towards that, I'm still, aiming to be the Nine of Cups. And if I'm the Nine of Cups, I won't care if I'm not the Ten of Cups, so win-win. So yeah, that's my 3 past, present and future card section. Please post yours and tag me, or just let me know, or comment down below, because I think this is a very good idea for a video, and we can learn more about each other and get to know each other, because it's easier to connect to, even a tarot reader, if you know more about the person, I think. So as a little bonus, here are my favorite, not my favorite, all of my High Priestess cards. I mean, my deck collection is growing, and I'm gonna try to say which one is my favorite, but this is the Seer from the Wildwood Tarot. I have posted a walkthrough of all these decks, or I scheduled a walkthrough for all these decks on my channel, so you will see me talking about the cards more in detail in those if you're interested. I like the shamanistic element because that was my favorite subject in university, so every time I'm meeting that element in a tarot deck, I'm like, oh, shamanism. I don't know that much, but I just like the connection to the nature element of it. This is from the Shadowscape, yeah. And I trimmed and cut off the title because it was in Hungarian, and that bothered me after a while. The High Priestess from the Deviant Moon. I still love the little metallic kind of rings, you know, because in this deck in this deck it looks like she's an angel. Santa Murte Tarot, very, very cool, reading the Book of Knowledge. There's the Zombie Tarot, also one of my favorite, with the big ass skull, you know, connecting to ancestors and that knowledge. And it, yeah, I have the mini version of the, is it focusing or is it focusing on my face? I can't see, but this is the Everyday Witch mini, which I'm really sad actually that there's no guidebook for the mini version, because I mean, I understand you think that whoever's getting the mini probably is getting as an additional to the original deck, but I didn't, and I feel kind of sad because I don't have a guidebook, and there are a few cards that I would like to, you know, see why the artist chose, but the illustration for the card, but I guess not. And these are my current two favorites ones, and my current two favorite decks. This is the Spacious Tarot, which just reads so well. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that when I picked up the deck and I started using it, I was like, oh, we're speaking the same language. And this is the Seer Tarot, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And I thought for a second that the Spacious Tarot, you know, outranked the Seer Tarot in my practice, but then I just now, when I went through the cards to pick out the High Priestess, I was like, nah, this is my favorite with humans, and this is my favorite without any humans. So yeah, these are my favorite cards. I have a few decks coming in because I have a problem, but more on that later, probably around the end of the year, when I'm gonna talk about my first year on, not YouTube because I'm not on YouTube for a year, but you know, regarding tarot and stuff like that. So that's gonna be coming in December, because that's gonna be a lot of reflection and family stuff, and videos on pick a cards on family things, and you know, more light-hearted after November. So I have stuff scheduled. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all, and it's not a short video because I can't do short videos, but I hope you're gonna, you know, like I said, I hope one of you at least will post a video response, and please check out Jack's videos, not just, you know, this one, but her other walkthroughs and stuff like that, because her channel is great and she seems like a lovely person. I mean, she's lovely to me, so I'm gonna be biased and say that. And hope to see you soon. Please consider subscribing, liking this video if you liked it, and sharing maybe, so other people will pick up on the hashtag, which I'm gonna, you know, include in the title as well, I think. And not sure, but I have a scheduled video up today, and it's, like I said, it's a fun with tarot, so it's gonna be what type of zombie killer would you be, because I already have a what type of zombie would you be pick a card reading on my channel. So if you want to do that, please check out that one as well, and thank you so much for watching. See you later. Have a lovely day. Bye.